So we just wrapped up vending at our first card show. It was a great and fun experience, but there are a few things that we learned along the way that can make the process a lot easier and less stressful. So today I'm going to share a few tips with you. Our first time setting up as Fully Decked Card Co., and honestly it went way smoother than I expected. We sold some cards, traded a bunch, met a ton of cool people, and also got to see some pretty awesome collections. But we also figured out a few things the hard way. So here's what we'll do different next time to make it go a lot smoother. First thing, don't be nervous. I'm pretty outgoing, so honestly, I wasn't real worried about me being social. But my wife and 6-year-old daughter, on the other hand, are usually shy and they're not a big fan of big crowds. So I was kind of worried, but once the show started, they were chatting, helping people find cards, greeting people at the table, doing pat battles. They were just being really, really social. That, as a husband and father, made me feel really good that, I got to see them in their true zone. So if you're worried about being awkward or not knowing what to say or just being anxious, don't stress about it. Remember, most of the people there are for the same reason as you are. They love the hobby, they want to collect, and they're just as awkward or anxious or nervous as you. So don't ever let that stop you. Next big lesson, get there early. We arrived at around 8:40 and the doors opened at 9, which meant we were still setting up as customers started arriving. Luckily, everyone was understanding and it didn't cause any major problems, but it definitely added stress that could have been avoided. I had brought a small table to display my sealed product on, but unfortunately it was broke when we got there and I didn't have the time to fix it since we got there so late. But we made do. Next time, we'll definitely make sure to get there earlier to fully set up, check our layout, and start the day calm and ready. As you can tell in the video, I'm scrambling around to get everything set up in time. The next tip is an underrated one. Bring someone with you. We learned that vending can be a fast-paced environment. Between handling trades, keeping the table organized, and greeting everyone that comes up to the table, it can get overwhelming. If it wasn't for my wife being there to help with the customers and checking prices for trades, it would have definitely been too much to handle alone. Not to mention needing bathroom and snack breaks while not being able to leave your table unattended. You definitely need to bring your close friend or family member with you. Plus, for us, it was an awesome way to share the day as a family. It made the long hours fun, and having extra hands kept everything running smoothly. Tip number 2, price everything the night before. This is something that we had done a lot of it the night before, and we thought that we'd have time the morning of the show to finish it, and we didn't. So our setup was pretty simple. We had all the bulk in one area. We had 2 binders, one for vintage, one for modern. Anything under $5 was in the binders, and anything $5 or above, or the popular full art cards, they went in our display case. We also had some sealed product that I had priced a little under market value, which turned out to be a great decision because we sold out of those pretty quick. But yeah, lesson learned. Price everything the night before. It just makes it set up easier and quicker, and your table will be ready to go as soon as people get there. And believe me, people don't want to ask what the price of this card is 20 different times. So make sure you have the price on it. It makes a big difference when people are browsing. All right, and now here's a quick few bonus tips that made a big difference. Make sure you bring cash and small bills, so 1s and 5s for change. Not everybody uses Venmo or Cash App, so you'll want to make sure that you start the day off with being able to give people change back. Also, keep snacks and water close by. The day gets long, and sometimes you'll get super busy and not be able to leave your table. So just make sure you have snacks and water readily available. The big thing for us, we printed out our QR codes for our TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube and printed them out on a piece of paper. And that made it super easy to share our social media All they had to do was just scan the QR code and they'd be right there at our page to follow.